Hello, Aaron Weber here again with a great first month, showing you some options that you could engage in, certainly that have been completed previously by others, and the corresponding return on investment you would get for pursuing each of those options and achieving those levels. I'm going to show these as a theoretical. They have been achieved by others, but I've cleaned them up to show them as a theoretical model for you to assist with your planning and your goal setting as to what you want to achieve, and as a consequence of that, what you can expect to get in return. I've divided them into two categories. New people to our industry that have a bit of a learning curve to go through relative to the core competencies, and maybe some folks that are more experienced, that have some past history or current history in the industry. They can be usually more immediately productive. And so I've demonstrated two different examples there. If you're a fast learner, notwithstanding your experience, you could certainly follow the more fast track. There is a good, better, and best option for each of those backgrounds. Sometimes I'm showing team volume, other times I'm showing leg or organizational volume. I don't mean to confuse you with those topics, but I'll try and make that distinction where I'm able and where it's relevant. So, if you're a new person, here's a good way to get started. The shape is you do 250, you find three others who do, guess what you've just done, because you have the moral authority to ask that of them. And people, when they start, they will ask you, well, hey, Mr. New Guy, what should I do to get started? Very quickly followed by, well, what did you do? So what you do sets a pattern for what others will do as you answer that question for them. Bottom line from this good new structure is you get 250 PV, check the box in terms of PV requirement. You also get the 1000 TV, check that box. You're done. You're a manager. You've also got your fast start of 30% locked in. This is the build it model on the buy it or build it option of becoming manager. Remember, the goal is to end your first month as manager. How you get there, buying it or building it, we can help you either way. This is a good way to get there by building the manager rank. The income here, quite simply, is 250 times those three people frontline times 30% fast start, $225. Give or take what you spent to get your 250, the return on investment there is about 70%. You're not quite whole, but certainly a business where in your first month you get 70% of your initial investment back in cash is a fairly impressive business model. A better option would be to do the exact same structure, but buying your manager pack, either an all-product pack or the transformation product and service pack. Both are powerful. You make manager, you check the box, you're done, you move on. Likewise, following that exact same pattern, the people you bring in will more than likely, almost consistently, do what you've done. So you find and help three other people do what you've just done. End result here is 1,000 points of PV from your buying of your manager pack, with 4,000 of TV and 4,000 of organizational volume. The income, simply put, is 1,000 times those three frontline people times 30%, $900. The ROI is about the same as the previous good option, about 70%. But you've also got the value of go forward, because now you've got three people, four including yourself, that have checked that manager box, that are motivated and will be rewarded for doing the correct activities going forward. So the return is bigger in dollars, same in percentage as the previous one, but your level of duplication and your likelihood of duplication going forward is significantly enhanced. And your go-forward reward, particularly as you start more quickly entering director lifestyle bonus, these sorts of things, these other augmentations to your return, is significantly more likely and will occur much more rapidly. A best option is you come in as manager, you find at least three, maybe four, that come in and do the exact same thing. 3 is required, but you should certainly do more than that for your own return's sake, plus it sets you up for the future in terms of additional franchise positions so much more powerfully. And then one or other of those folks begins to duplicate as well. You get in that second level of duplication. 1,000 points of PV, 5,000 points of TV, 8,000 points of OV. What's the income here? Well, you got those 1,000 points times 4 on your front line, $1,200. 1,000 points times 3 on your second level at that 5%, $150. Total here, $1,350. You've broken even on a cash basis. You've got your initial investment back plus a small incremental return all in that first month or so. Again, a very powerful model when you can do exactly that. Now, if you're experienced, obviously you'll come in with a greater degree of velocity. You'll bring in more people frontline because you know them, you're familiar with them, they are with you. Likewise, more of them will duplicate. This example here, you've got the PV, the TV, and the OV are at higher levels. And as a consequence of that, your returns are at a higher level. Your fast start in that first level is $1,500. Second level, more volume being done, $300, $1,800 is return. 138, 140% return on your initial investment. But more importantly, plus the go forward. On this basis, you would have already checked the box, if you will, of month 1 of Director Lifestyle Bonus. Sustain this month 2, and you've got those payouts coming to you. In this case, you'd probably get both the Director and the Senior Director Lifestyle Bonus lump sums paid at the conclusion of month 2. So the month 1 return is great. When you add month 2's locked-in return for just repeating that, it becomes outstanding. Better as you get some level of duplication all the way across. Shown here with you doing 1, and then each of your frontline people doing 1, and then say a unit of 4,000 per people. And in that left-hand example of 1 person doing 1, bringing in 3 others for a total of 4, representing all the way across. Significant amounts of volume, significant return on investment, significantly enhanced go forward in terms of month 2, 3, and beyond. You are building a real business with a great deal of velocity and momentum. Best, obviously, that just continues. We could get silly and carried away. I think you understand the point here. The value is to come in as manager, find and help others do exactly that, begin that process of duplication, help them do that exact same thing in their business, which is your business as well. Focus on fast start and what drives the returns from fast start. Focus on getting yourself into the Director Lifestyle Bonus as rapidly as possible, ideally at the conclusion of that second month. Those return augmentations are powerful, are big, and certainly make the investment significantly more than just worthwhile. So in summary, all you did, you joined, you made manager, you did your 1,000 PV if you went down the better or best route. You chose good, better, or best. It's all good. One just accelerates the process and makes the returns that much more impressive and that much more immediate. And you helped others do as you did. If you want others to join you at 1,000 buy it option, then more than likely you're going to have to do that. Or you haven't got the moral authority to answer that question when they ask it of you. And the results and the rewards just flowed as that pattern of duplication began. Coming in as manager, ending your first month as manager is the absolute key. And then finding and helping others do likewise continues that process, provides that return, and sets a strong foundation for a great business and high return, not just quickly, but forever thereafter.